gentlemen, we have a quorum. We shall commence the conference.
Well, I think it's a great conference. It's a great opportunity for us to network and bond with people from different parts of the country, different agencies. And the training we get here, is outstanding, especially the stuff coming from legal.
Well, first and foremost, FLEOA is the voice of federal law enforcement officers in Washington, D.C. There's no group who carries as much weight, both because of the stature of the organization as well as the relationships that they've been able to cultivate as FLEOA does. So if you have individual law enforcement officers who are concerned about their jobs, they're concerned about their pay and benefits, or they're concerned about the latest legislative gimmickry, I guess, that's going on Capitol Hill, FLEOA is a voice for them.
One of the best benefits is the legal representation for all members. One other benefit that we have is all the different interaction with all the different agencies. So we form a large web and of contacts, and we utilize all those contacts.
It was a very good conference, very well put together. I've gone to pretty much every single one of these conferences since the late 1980s.
It's covering a lot of important topics that I'll be able to take back to my chapter during our next meeting and present to them. There's a lot of things that we're looking to do hopefully this year coming up, and all those topics are being covered here.
The networking with the other agents and the other officers within your area, so you can spin things off of each other. And if you got an issue with something, you use somebody else as a sounding board from another organization. Like I said, the networking is that's big right there. That's a big benefit right there.
I thought this conference was excellent. They had a lot of opportunities for people who haven't been here before. This is my first time at the conference, so I got to see how the whole structure of the national board works, all the chapter presidents, the agency presidents. I was able to participate in the voting on the different amendments and proposals. And there was a lot of different things that went on. I had an opportunity to take part in. There's a lot of guest speakers talking about legal issues that impact federal law enforcement, not only 1811s, but uniformed officers, court officers, and law enforcement throughout the entire federal government.
I've been a member of FLEOA for many years, and I've been on the board for approximately 8 years now. And about 6 years ago, I started having health issues from my exposure to the meth chemicals from going into meth labs. So I started working with Workman's Comp to do a case. It got turned down at the beginning, and through FLEOA's fight with the attorneys helped me. John Adler was amazing. That after 6 years, 2 weeks ago, I got a letter of approval from Workman's Comp to accept my case as the first federal agent to have meth exposure as a health issue.
Unfortunately, in December 2011, we had an agent from the ATF, Senior Special Agent John Capano, had walked into a pharmacy robbery. He was off duty and armed. He intervened, and he ended up making the ultimate sacrifice. He was shot by friendly fire, unfortunately, and FLEOA stepped in and did done a multitude of things for his family. But one event that we had was an event, a fundraiser at a concert hall, in which we had over 800 attendees and raised over $400,000 for his family. This is things that'll help his daughter, who's still in high school, and his son, who is in college, continue their education, and we continue to help and be in contact with the family to make sure that we take care of them as much as they need.
I mean, we are doing a lot for the membership and doing a lot for people that aren't members that if they only knew how much we're doing for them and they would sign up, we could do even more. We'd have more money and more people, and there's security and safety in numbers. So
we're there for everybody that's a federal law enforcement officer, and we care about our kin.
Someone told me love will all save us, but how can that be? Look what love gave us.
Quite a few years ago, I was doing a fundraiser in Salt Lake City, and Vince D'Onofrio was also there. As we're standing on the stage talking, his sister actually was catering the event, and I used to go to her restaurant all the time. And she waved, and we both waved, and we were both like, "Oh, you know her?" And so that's my sister, and I was like, "Oh, I love her. She cooks my dinner all the time." So since that day, we just became amazing friends. We're like brothers now, and with all these fundraisers that we've done, he started coming over to FLEOA and helping FLEOA with anything we need. So he's been great.
These fans of mine, they figured out a way to raise money for FLEOA. So I was taught at an early stage of my career by a good friend of mine who's passed away since. His name was Gregory Hines. He was a singer, dancer, actor, to be gracious to fans. And so I always take photographs of fans and do stuff like that. So there's a lot of photos of me out there with people. So they figured out a way to pick some photos that have happened over the years and make calendars out of me and fans. So it's called the fan calendar, and I signed them all individually and personalize each one individually to whoever's going to get it, and they sell them. And so we've raised, you know, we're not done yet. We're only just beginning, but in the last few weeks we've raised $3 grand. We're going to do it the rest of the year, so we'll be able to raise, you know, I think probably get over 10 grand, something like that. And we're going to continue to do that every year. We do it last year for a different organization, but this year we're doing it but we're going to keep doing it for FLEOA now.
And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles. Watch as we all fly away.
I hope everyone had a good chance to rest up your hands, rest up your palms, your wrists, because we're going to be doing some hardcore clapping tonight for some honorable individuals.
You guys and girls, you actually stand in front of guns. For me, that's unthinkable. That you stand in front of bombs, whatever the bad guys are throwing at you, and I am not made of that. And you guys and gals are, and I respect you, and it's an honor to be here tonight.
Each of the award winners here tonight reached down deep into their souls in a moment of crisis and danger and found something strong and true that they could work with, that impelled them to act and freed them to act.
And all of tonight's honorees are obviously outstanding and inspirational representatives of the law enforcement profession, so I'd like you to please join me in one more round of applause for our award winners. There's another great inscription on the National Memorial. It says, "In valor, there is hope." As long as there are men and women like those in this room here tonight who are willing to put your lives at risk for the safety and the protection of others, there is indeed great hope for this nation of ours and our future. I thank all of you, and may God bless you for what you do each and every day to keep America safe and secure. Thank you.
This is outstanding. The venue was fantastic. All the discussion was right on point. Got a little heated there for a while, but we can work things out, and we worked it out, and things came out fine.
I think it was a great success. It was, as usual, just a lot of camaraderie with everyone. Able to get a lot of the news throughout the years of FLEOA out to all of our NECs, so it was a very good success.
It's been excellent. We got a lot done, and there's a lot ahead of us, but as always, we always active.
Just organizationally, internally, we needed to spruce up a few things, some financial stuff, which we got our act together. Legislatively, we're fine up on Capitol Hill. A lot of new members showed up. This is kind of an eye-opener for them. We were able to educate some of the younger guys how to deal with their directors, congressional affairs type folks, and so on. Overall, it was one of the better conferences.
Outstanding. Getting a lot done. Adding the amendments to the Constitution. A lot of interaction with all the other different members, including the National Executive Board. So I'm enjoying myself.
I mean, you walk out and you talk to these guys, and it doesn't matter which of the 65 agencies that FLEOA represents that they come from. When they get to a conference like this, or when they get together, they're all one under the banner of federal law enforcement, and that really shows through.
One of the biggest things that I've noticed is the camaraderie and the friendships and to remind each other that they're not alone out there, and they all have very similar problems and issues and great and good things in common too. And every time I've been invited to a situation where you're all getting together, it's always good-spirited and positive, and everybody's got a lot to say about a lot of great things.
Go to your chapter meetings. When the chapters plan events, be there. We're trying to do it for you and for the members and stuff like that, and get together, know your fellow members from different agencies. They're great people, and you may have to end up working together with those people someday.
This is my last time at this, so I enjoy saying this with great honor. My closing comment always is, pound for pound, we're the best law enforcement organization in the business. And I know as I conclude my term, it's going to continue. You're running the show, you're in control. Do not relinquish your control. Take action when needs to be taken, and please take great care of our organization and make it grow, sustain its growth, and God bless you all. Safe travels home. A motion to adjourn. Second. God bless. Safe travels.